1, 2, 3, 4.
Beer table.
Cheers, and welcome again to the beer table. I'm Alan.
And I'm still John.
I still am Tomas.
And I'm Gary, and we're
Still at the beer table.
here again tonight at McKay's Tap House in Bellingham, Washington, to taste some beers from North Sound Brewing Company, which is a small brewery out of Mount Vernon, Washington, just down the road from us. They've only been brewing beer since August 2010. They have brewed during that time about 13 beers on a semi-regular basis. Several of them are seasonals. It's a small setup they acquired from actually Rocky Mountain Brewing Company in Anaconda, Montana. And it's a 5 hectoliter system, which is about a 4 1/4 barrel system. They got a number of conditioning or fermentation tanks, so they're able to, brew right along. But it's a small operation. Their beers, there's not a lot known about them. So tonight we're going to try 4 of them. The first one is the Big Grain ESB. It's a 5.6 ABV beer, brewed with, according to their notes, 7 different kinds of malt and Centennial and Golding hops. It's in the few reviews I've read on the beer in ratebeer.com, they all rated it fairly good. Said it had a real hoppy, nutty nose, similar taste, and that's about it. Let's give it a try.
Sorry.
Okay, and this is the ESB, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Nice.
Salud.
I like the color. Good color.
It is.
Got a nice
Oh,
smell.
one thing I forgot to mention is that all of their beers are unfiltered, so a lot of them are going to appear a little bit hazy. It's a Northwest thing, for the most part.
Nice. It's
That's
not as
different for an ESB.
it's not as malty as the way you described it.
It's not. It has a little more hops in it than.
Yeah.
A little
That's
nutty,
the
too.
thing
A
about
little nutty.
this brewery,
And a
though.
nutty
It
taste.
says right in the write-up that they aggressively hop a lot of their stuff and dry hop a lot of it. So
Yeah.
it's going to be.
Am I tasting a little fruit? A little citrusy, or is it because I brushed my teeth? What do you think?
Thank you for brushing your teeth
I
tonight.
didn't floss though. That's
Wow.
a deal breaker for some girls.
And
It's a little citrusy.
yeah.
It's got a touch of something, just in the finish though. I like it.
Bitter.
ESB.
Bitter, but not over the top
I like it.
bitter
I-
by any
yeah.
means. Just a super simple.
What would you give it?
You think it's true to ESB?
According to English standards, no.
How about a Northwest ESB, though?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what we're drinking. We're drinking a Northwest
I would
ESB.
say it is, because a Northwest ESB is going to be hoppier than.
What do you say? Pint or schooner?
Schooner for me. I like it, but not enough to have a pint.
Being that I'm a hoppy guy, and ESB is never my favorite, I would probably go Schooner. But it's a great example of an ESB, no doubt about it.
Yeah.
It's a good beer. It's a great Northwest ESB. If you like ESBs, you're gonna like this beer, no question.
And for that reason, I do a pint.
And I think I'd probably be right around a pint too. Just, I don't know.
Yeah, I could drink this. No doubt about it.
All right.
And I have been to this brewery a couple times. It's a great brewery. It's got a great vibe. It's got a cool beer garden. It's fun. Yeah. If you're traveling and you're through that area, be sure to stop and see this brewery.
So what's up next?
Next is the shit.
It's a long name, isn't it? I don't have it written down.
Rye.
It's a play on words.
I know. Hold on. Rye of Passage, which is their anniversary ale. Not a whole lot of information on this beer. Has an ABV of 6.4. Don't know what the IBUs are. They hop it with 3 different hops initially, and then dry hop it with an additional 4. But they use 2 of the same hops, the Cascade and the Columbus hops.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
Sorry, sweetheart.
Sorry.
Don't spit on the mic.
Oh, that has a nice nose.
Yeah. Smells hoppy.
Oh yeah. That's good. How about that finish?
Dang.
How about that finish?
It's not bad.
I've got the
I like
I've
it.
got the good one so far, I think.
I'm assuming it's made with rye, given its name, which tends not to be my favorite taste in beer, but this one's
very good.
Good.
I've never gravitated to the rye beers, but
Yeah.
I'm not getting
You
a
got
lot
a
of
weird-
rye out of it.
yeah.
I'm getting it. It's huge hop.
Yeah,
Right?
big time.
It's big hop.
Not as hoppy as a big IPA, but you can taste it. It's distinct. Something's distinct.
It's got
Maybe
big.
that's
It's
the
got that big
potential, right?
floral.
Yeah.
But then I'm getting afterwards.
So what'd you say,
Something
Tom?
completely
It was hopped with 4 different hops and dry hopped with
No, initially three, traditionally three, and then dry hop with four.
Wow.
Maybe is it,
Well, I would say
is it
it's-
that dry hop finish? Is that what's coming in the back?
Yeah, that must
the
be
back,
it.
yeah. The dry
because
hopping is what you pick up in the back. Yeah.
it's just that little bite, you know. But it really is. I mean, it's more of a kind of a bigger body, more than I expected. But
Me too.
I mean, God, this is a nice beer.
See, now I would say it starts out kind of refreshing and ends pretty smooth. That's my take. You know, kind of refreshing at first, but ends real smooth. And I like it. I think I do a pint.
I think I got to make a comment here that our friends Eric and Ashley's palates must have been off the night they tried this beer.
I think they were messed up. I think they came in having a couple of.
Either that or they know
Some
a
other
hell of a
ones.
lot more about tasting beer than we do.
That could be it.
Could be. Which could be.
I'm having a
We
pint.
certainly don't know much about taste.
I have a pint of this.
That's good.
Oh, I'd have a pint of this in a heartbeat. Then I'd have another one.
You
and then
probably will when
Then I
it
would
shows
ride my
over.
bicycle home like this. Yeah.
I'll be aiming for you. You're going to be a hard target. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Cruise control on that.
Oh, I do. I do. You better believe it.
You can drink as much as you want as long as you're on your training system in your room.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I want to be there.
Oh, no,
Put the
not
video
that.
on.
Those are dangerous.
Oh, yeah.
Rollers are dangerous. You're better off on the road. We're going to move on to beer number 3, which is the Opie IPA, which is a basic Northwest IPA, done with Meridian hops, which is a new hop apparently. It's supposed to be very citrus, little sweet. It's a 6.6 ABV.
Ooh.
Sounds really good. I've never tried it, so this should be a treat for all of us, I hope. So far, so good. All the
So,
beers have been great.
I've been.
You bet.
Sorry, sweetheart.
Now, this one doesn't smell as hoppy as the other one, but it's there.
Interesting.
Boy, I just don't have. It doesn't have a whole lot on the nose, but man, it is hoppier than Willie's, isn't
it's
it?
hoppy. It's hoppy. And you know, the last beer was so big that it got this one a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, we might have jumped the gun on.
That's why I'm saving a little mine. I'm going to go in it.
Yeah,
right.
to go double back.
You know, for me, you know, it's a tasty beer, but if I didn't know what it was, I'm not sure right off the gate that I'd guess IPA. Just right out of the gate, I'm not sure I'd guess IPA.
I'd sure put my nose on it, no, though. Because it's
Yeah,
real
yeah,
floral.
that's
It's
fair.
very
Yeah.
floral.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I mean, this is good, but you know, it's kind of. I don't want to say it's one-dimensional. It's just not. It's nothing that I would say, "Wow, this is wow." I mean,
It's
on
a
first taste.
simple
Yeah.
Northwest
Yeah,
IPA.
it's-
And now they have 2 other IPAs too that are the Hop Chop and their Imperial that are obviously going to be bigger and more hoppy. So, you know, it's probably a nice progression of IPAs from the brewery. I'd
And the
love to
Hop
try their
Chops
others.
is probably what I'd call their flagship beer. When you say, I mean, that's the beer. If you're going to see it, I forgot to mention this too, but their beers are found in about 60 different establishments between Bellingham and Washington now. If you're going to find one of their beers there, it's probably going to be the Hop Chops.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you say?
Yeah, that's what I've seen on tap. That's what introduced me to the brewery in the first place. Was that Hop Chop?
Which is in itself is a good, I think, a great beer.
Oh,
We don't
I like
have
it
it to
very
taste
much.
tonight, but we've all had it numerous times. So we can give it a thumbs up too.
You bet.
I like it. I mean,
I agree
Give
with
it.
you. It's just you drink it, it's okay, but it just stays. It's just one dimensional.
it's not like the rye
No.
passage that has that bigger. excuse me. More on the back end. You know, a bigger finish
Right.
than this. I expected a slightly bigger finish than the last one.
not as
but-
complex, but
Yeah.
still a good beer.
Kind of simple, but
absolutely.
it's good.
Yeah,
Yeah, I like it.
I'd have a pint of that in a heartbeat.
I think I'd only do a schooner, and if there was IPAs that I knew, I'd probably choose a different IPA than this IPA. I mean, it's going
That's
down.
fair.
It's going down good, but
I
not
mean,
my
I
favorite
think that's
IPA.
totally fair. I mean, I think we all have different palates, and we all have I don't want to say similar palates. Find these different flavors and these beers.
Well,
But
we all
I
have
think we're
our
all
favorite
pretty
beers
consistent.
and breweries too.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's easy to pick.
We are all hop snobs, though.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think I would do
true
more.
Northwest voice.
That's right.
I would do more than a schooner, but less than a pint. Is that fair?
You're doing a schooner and a half
What a
type.
wuss.
Schooner and a half type rating, huh?
Oh yeah.
Imperial schooner.
I probably would have.
That's because he drank half of my schooner.
I would have said the same thing
There
on
you
the
go.
first
I'll
beer.
only do a half.
On the ESB. I would
Okay.
have said schooner and a half, pint of the
Let's carry
The
on, Jim.
rye.
rye, yeah, and a schooner and a half.
For tonight is the Big R Imperial Red, and not unlike most reds, which are amber to red in color with kind of an off-white top. This one's true to that.
It is.
Reds are usually fairly small, mild, easy to go down beers.
Tell me what to do. I'm big now.
With an ABV usually of under 6. This one's got an ABV of 9 this year. It's a seasonal beer. They start in the winter and it ends in the spring. And given the higher ABV, it's probably got more hops than your typical red, and I expect for it to be a little sweeter. Mm-hmm. So,
Yeah.
cool.
That's a big season.
Well, and you
In general, in the old days, I was
Hello.
never a fan of reds, probably due to Killian's. I just had no interest
yeah.
in such a thing. But reds have gotten to be fantastic.
Oh, heck
The
yeah.
Imperials and I seek them out now, which is very different, in the last few
It
years.
doesn't have the sweetness I thought it would. For an Imperial. Imperials typically
smells
a little
coffee
higher up.
again.
You know what?
I'm getting
This is good. It doesn't have a great nose, but man,
I think it's got a nice.
this is a complex beer.
Yeah.
This
it's
is
got-
full body.
It tastes. I got
It
It's
candy
got
in
some
there.
hops in it too, though. In the
And
end.
the nice thing about this beer, to me, it's not a hot beer. I've said this on previous episodes. It doesn't taste really over alcohol for it being 9%.
Right.
Oh, I would never know. That's a 9%.
Yeah.
No way. I would never. If you asked me, I'd say maybe 7.
Yeah,
7.2.
I agree.
Yeah.
Well, and every batch being a little different. A lot of times this is typically mid-7s, but this batch is a 9.
Well, and Alan was mentioning this beer. It's got that imperial classification, and that just simply means to most people that it's over 7%. So, you get your reds in the 4 to 7% range, and then if it's stronger than that, they're going to call it an imperial red. And we've seen a lot of that over the last couple of years. I mean, how many imperial porters have you seen this year? How many did you see 5 years ago? None. Zero.
None.
How many imperial reds have you guys seen in the last 5 years? Compared to this year. I mean, this
Yeah.
year I've already had 2 or 3 here.
Right. 5 years ago, it didn't
So,
exist.
I think you're spending too much time here.
There's
I don't
not.
think that's possible myself.
I'm not married, so I don't have to say sorry to anyone.
Well,
Hey, link
and
up
that
Gary's
is-
phone
that's
number.
Going out,
Well,
He didn't say that on air.
But it doesn't taste like a 9. Well, we're done here. Thanks for joining us again at the beer table. Again, we're here at McKay's Tap House in Bellingham, Washington. We're going to catch you guys in a couple of weeks, and we're going to do something special. So get back to us. And please, if you review our little blurb on YouTube, tell us what you want to see. If we suck, that's fine. Tell us we suck, but tell us what you want to see, okay? What do you want more of?
Don't tell me, because
Let us know. We'll see you guys in
cry.
a couple of weeks, or maybe just a week.
And overall, North Sound Brewing, great job.
Yeah, you gotta go there.
Fantastic.
comment below.
Across the
would you?
board, right?
Give us a
on.
thumbs up, thumbs down. Like Gary said, tell us what you don't like, but leave us a comment below. Tell us what you think.
Tell us what you want.
Yeah, there you go. Tell us what you want.
closing this out, of these 4 beers we reviewed tonight, which one are you ordering right now?
I think I'm going to order the rye.
Gary?
I think it's the rye.
I'm ordering the rye.
I'm either ordering the rye or the red, but I don't know yet. I'm going to go through. I'm going to finish what
He's
I
gonna
have,
do
and
a
then I'm
schooner
either
of
having the
each
rye
one.
or
We
the
know
red.
what he's gonna do.
I love them both.
You want me to call a cab for you?
Yeah.
All right.
Good night, everyone.
Until next time.